Hey Capricorns, this is Aya of the Dime. Thank you so much for joining me on my channel today. We're going to go on ahead and do your October reading. I'm sorry, these readings have been taking me all month to do. Like, we're midway through the month almost, and I'm still doing reading. But it is what it is. Okay, Capricorns. For some reason, I'm mad at y'all. Like, my energy. I thought about y'all and I got mad. And maybe it's because I was doing a reading for a woman with a stellium in Capricorn, and my mom's a Capricorn, and that energy is super abrasive to me. Maybe that's why, but we'll see. We'll see once I tune into you. So we are going to clap 3 times. And I'm definitely going to smudge for you. Tonight I'm going to smudge for you. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Nobody's ever sang that to you like that before, have they? Yeah. Don't pay me any attention. You're smudging. Is there any smoke coming off of here? This is what I don't like about Palo Santo sometimes. It gets all done. It's like, I'm done smoking that. I'm as burnt as I'm gonna get. But I love the way it smells, though. There we are. Capricorns. Capricorn. Do we need this light right here like that? Alright. We want to tune into Capricorns and what they're up to, what they need to be up to, what they best to be up to, and how to keep them on the right track, if they're off track. Show me some good things too, what they're doing right, their highest purpose, their highest good. Yes, Capricorns. Okay, and my energy told me to get my Mother Mary Oracle deck, which lets me know that you're definitely going through some type of deep healing and you need to connect with the Mother Goddess. So, I think I'm supposed to start with this. So let me start with it. My intuition's like, start with that. You guys are definitely in the thick of something. In the thick of it. It's like you're feeling confusion. You know, you can't see, like, your part in something. Yes, taking responsibility. Capricorn. Ooh. And it's making me nervous. It's like seriously making me nervous. Capricorn. Alert, on high alert. Alright, 2 oracle cards came out. One of them is Our Lady of Unanswered Prayers. And the other one is Our Lady of Holy Fire. And it's interesting to me that both of these cards are yellow. And yellow is the color of the solar plexus of your inspiration. It's the number 7 and the number 39. 3 and 9. Creative endings, or just creative completion, you know. And if you add those two numbers together, the 3 and the 9, that's 12, and that's another 3. There's a lot of spiritual creativity waiting for you. And that would kind of make you nervous because, you know, that's something that we didn't grow up. I did not grow up. I know the millennials and younger are growing up with mothers and fathers who are into spirituality and getting closer and closer to nature, you know, our true nature and nature. So if you are my age, or maybe a little bit younger and older, then you didn't necessarily grow up with this spirituality. You grew up in Christianity or in some type of get in formation religion, you know, like some type of like get in line, follow the rules, and some type of dark ages. And so I can see why the energy is pretty nervous for you, because you're being called to kind of like like things are like shaking up your DNA. It's like you're being like mixed up inside, stirred up. And when you're healing and you're being stirred up, everything around you gets stirred up. Everybody around you gets stirred up. And some people will be like, get away from me. Like, what are you doing to me? And you could just be sitting there watching Seinfeld, girl. Like, you'll be like, what? You could be minding your own damn business. But because you're going through a transformation, as above, so below, as within, so without, it's powerful. You have an effect on everything around you. Okay, so Our Lady of Unanswered Prayers. I'm sorry. Our Lady of Answered Prayers. Why? I was wondering why it would say that. I was like, unanswered prayers. It doesn't say that. That's why. I hear your every thought, your every prayer uttered under the breath. I feel every beat of your sacred heart as it yearns for my limitless love. Yeah, I can sense the need for love right now between you and the mother. I wonder if I turn this the other way. Because I really want you to see this card. Needs to be stronger. I'm sorry, guys. Me and my creations while the cameras are rolling. Let's see if this Palo Santo will do what I want it to do. Why can't it just stand up like this, the way I want it to? There has to be something laying around here that will do what I say. Sometimes you got to keep trying until you figure it out. That's my motto. Okay. Too funny. Okay. The first time was best. Sometimes you got to know when to give up and take what you can get. Okay. I hear your every thought, your every prayer uttered under the breath. I feel every beat of your sacred heart as it yearns for my limitless love. Do you imagine that I could be ignorant of that what you need the most, or that I could neglect attending to the deepest needs of your sacred heart? Do you imagine that I am not moved by your suffering or your courage, my beloved? I have already answered your every heartbeat, and you must now look for me to see that I stand right before you and have never left you. I am with you now, and your prayers are answered through my miracles and my grace. Have faith in me. Prayer is a powerful practice. Prayer is a powerful practice. Sometimes we might worry that we are not saying the right words or that our prayer is too simple or too confusing. Prayer is just speaking with the divine from the heart. There is no need for ornate words or perfect expression. Whatever comes from your heart is the most powerful prayer. Prayer is conversation with the divine in the same way that we communicate regularly to build a human relationship to strengthen our relationship with the divine. We can choose to communicate regularly too, morning and night. We can utter a quick prayer from the heart. Mother Mary, be with me, guide me, protect and assist me that I can serve, love, thank you. It is like getting dressed spiritually, wearing an invisible but palatable robe of protection and grace. It is subtle but extremely effective. And when done regularly, you will notice a difference over time. You'll eventually wonder how you ever managed without it. Perhaps you may worry or be confused as to what you are needing protection from, but there is no need to be fearful. There are many distractions and distortions that exist in the world, from the most mundane and yet powerful forces of media and advertising to the more subtle and yet also very powerful undercurrents of unprocessed fear that exist in the collective human soul. We are able to live more freely. Thank you. We are able to move more freely with greater trust in the steps we are asked to take in our lives. If we have some help in deflecting influences that could unnecessarily undermine our self-confidence and make our task more difficult than they need be. This oracle brings a profound message of peace, and that your prayers are being answered now. Feeling the relief of this realization can help that answer reach us more quickly. A soft, receptive heart rather than a heart hardened by fear or expectation of disappointment can be touched by the divine more easily. Answers always come. It is our ability to recognize them, to be moved by them, and to allow the solution to unravel that can be a challenge. When we call upon Divine Mother, we are also assisted with our ability to let go of our attachment to the difficulty, the pain, the problem, and instead to let go, to open up to the healing, the solution. Okay, so yeah, that's exactly what I was sensing, that there may be some a lot of confusion because things are being stirred up now in your life. And it could be like living situations, work relations, family like everything is just being stirred up for you and like triggering you so that you can go within and pray. The spirit world is getting your attention so that you can pray because they have a message for you. Okay? Our Lady of Holy Fire. To live is to burn, to grow, and to ignite the heart and soul. And I don't mean like I know the message they have for you and I'm keeping it from you. I'm saying that sometimes you have to turn your attention away from the outside world and go within in order to really transform and have the things that honestly your soul has asked for a really long time. They're trying to show you the way to your happiness, and that the way that you have been doing things isn't what's up, isn't what the tea is right now for you. It's like, give it up, kid, but that's easier said than done for a Cappy. Cappy sticks wittedness. That's what you do. It's what you do. What happens when the stick-wittedness and what you're sticking with it doesn't work anymore? Like, what happens in you guys' mind? You let me know. Comment down below. To live is to burn, to grow, and to ignite the heart and soul with passionate devotion to a higher purpose. I ask you to honor me, even when it seems like that what you love is burning away, or what you have believed in is failing you. I ask you to remain open to me even if you are in shock, denial, or feel betrayed or broken. To live with an open heart is for the brave souls that love me and are capable of loving the world. I bring you holy fire. It burns through me as spiritual passion and ignites now in you also, my child. You are to receive this fire now and set the heart of the world aflame. When we don't have spiritual passion in our heart, we fall in love with empty substitutes. We might yearn for a fantasy relationship that never quite manifests, or does for a short time before revealing itself to be less than substantial. Or perhaps we yearn for a great job with a great income, only to find that even if we achieve this, there is still a space in our hearts that is not satisfied by what we have attained. To feel truly connected to our own divine destiny, we have to be willing to allow our hearts to burn for something greater than our own individual needs and wants. It is not comfortable to do this, but it is fulfilling in a way that cannot be attained by any other method. It is not bad to have individual needs and wants, of course. We cannot quench another's thirst if our cup is so broken it cannot sustain nourishing liquid for us, let alone for anyone else. Yet the oracle of Our Lady of Holy Fire speaks to us of a passion for the divine coming into our hearts, which will heal us and empower us to love the world, allowing the Divine Mother to flow through us and assist our world, which is in the midst of rebirth right now. Okay, so I can tell what you're going through is frustrating as hell. And like all this kumbaya is not like what's up for you. You like upfront and like direct message, even if it hurts, because you want to get to the end result of what it is you're trying to get to, whether that be to the money, to the house, to the car. Capricorn is all about like concrete, earthly materialism in a way that all of the other signs, could never. But at the same time, where our spiritual destiny is headed as a collective, materialism is to be integrated with higher purpose and cause, and it's going to be distributed differently than it has been before. It's not going to look the same anymore. And asking you to be open to that when you have done things a certain way for a long time, it's scary. It feels dangerous. You don't feel protected, which is why you're being led to pray. You've been led to your wit's end for a reason. That's the only way that the spirit world could get your attention, to pray. That is a catalyst and an opening. A trigger is an opening for spirit. You might not like spirit very much right now, and I am so sorry. I have compassion for you. I've been there. I'm there all the time, every day. I am a feminine shaman, and I know what it feels like to just kind of be ripped apart like Humpty Dumpty and then try to figure out how to put yourself back together again, and then have like a bunch of stuff not work until, and it is not until you go into your spiritual passion to really get it right, to really get the transformation right, and you'll find the answer eventually. And it'll be a hard one lesson a lot of times, but that's where wisdom will come from. And that's why I speak the way I do. It's a combination of my hard-won wisdom from many lifetimes of going through really hard shit and a combination of this lifetime going through really hard shit that isn't as bad as my past lives, So I understand the harsh reality. My South Node is in Capricorn, in the 5th house. So, and then Saturn's in Capricorn too. So if your sun, moon, or ascendant is in Capricorn, your feelings are going through a transformation. Your purpose in life is going through a transformation. Your identity is going through a transformation. And those three areas are like the foundation of what makes you feel like you're you, what makes you comfortable is changing, you know. You're learning about your relationship with your mother, whether it works for you or not. Your relationship to the mother. You may have to get a closer relationship with Mother Nature, because you are learning that your mother was trash as far as like giving you what you needed in order for you to feel loved, protected, and nourished a long time in your life. Having to re-mother yourself instead of beating yourself into submission. You know, you're learning to call on Mother Mary, you know, and get these more gentle messages. Having gentleness is like a Capricorn. It's like, to a Capricorn, it's like getting a whooping. Because you don't know, a lot of Capricorns don't know what to do with gentleness, because your response still isn't going to be gentle no matter what. So it just all makes you feel guilty, like you're like, you know. So take it easy. You know, take the affection from the universe, like a real man and a real woman. You know, learn how to use the love for your good. Become more graceful in your approach to love and life. And you guys are probably looking at me like, I am graceful. That response isn't graceful, ma'am and sir. Like, it's not. The attitude you have with me right now isn't all that graceful. All right. And just for, what time? How much? 22 minutes. I gave you guys a really long reading. I might have to do an extended reading for you guys on Patreon, because I just feel like it's not done. And plus, I kind of wasted some time on my cards being knocked down and stuff. So sorry. And you won't have to pay for it. I upload these videos on Patreon for free. It's the daily videos and like the soaps and spiritual teas and tinctures and stuff that I make that you will have to sign up and pay for, and the daily tarot readings that I do. Okay. Well, yeah. I basically just plugged my Patreon already. Follow me also on Instagram at TangleFairy11. Check out my website. Sign up for your own personal reading, whether that be astrology or tarot. My sessions are like therapy sessions. Really, really deep empathy, a lot of wisdom, a lot of listening, and just helping you feel empowered, you know, like you can get through it, that you can do it. Giving you a lot of hope and support and light. So, I'll talk to you guys soon, because we're coming up right around the corner. I have to do other readings, and this is how I start getting burnt out, and then I go away and I don't want to do readings on YouTube anymore. I have to find my own rhythm. I'm figuring it out, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.